Hi, it's Mitch from Pickdawgz.com here with your free pick in the Ole Miss versus Missouri college basketball matchup on Saturday, February 17, 2024. If you like all the free picks we do at Pickdawgz, you'll love our premium picks, our best bets. Use the discount code PICK for 15% off. We also have products meant for people who make big bets, people who have big bankrolls, looking for maybe one-on-one concierge-style service. But you have to text the number that you see on the screen to get those packages. They're not available on the website. So if you make big bets, text that number. But let's get to this one. SEC college basketball action as Ole Miss takes on Missouri. For Ole Miss, definitely an improved team, a team that the word I hear most when I hear people talking about Ole Miss is overrated. And I don't know where that comes from because they're not ranked. They're not rated. What they are is they have a good record. And I think what they're saying is that their record is overstated for how good this team, is or isn't. And I think it possibly is so. But wins are wins and losses are losses. And Ole Miss, though, 5-5 in their last 10 games. 13-1 on the home court. Of course, Chris Beard taking over as head coach this year for Ole Miss, and we know that this guy can flat out coach, and I believe that Ole Miss headed for big places. This is a guy that took Texas Tech all the way to the NCAA finals. We've got Missouri here, who has a very good coach as well in Gates, but the problem is he is really, really struggling. 0-10 straight up in their last 10 games, 1-9 against the number in the last 10, and just 2-6 on the road this season. Missouri probably the bottom of the SEC this year. Them and Vandy are easily the two worst teams, and while the SEC is a tough conference from top to bottom, Missouri really hasn't been tough at all. They've been getting beaten to a pulp. The only cover that they had was against Texas A&M. They were getting 10.5 in that one. Last time out against Mississippi State as a 7.5 point dog, lost by 24 points. I mean, that's pretty much the size of the story here for Missouri, as those type of losses have become typical, not like, they get blown out. You look at the game before that against Texas A&M, they lost by 19. They lost, by big scores up and down the schedule here, and the gap just seems to be widening as opposed to shrinking. When we look at Ole Miss, they've lost their last 3 games: Auburn, South Carolina, and Kentucky. Not a lot of shame in any of those. I thought the Kentucky game was just a rough spot for them. I thought at the same time that they would probably go in and at least cover because Kentucky's been playing so poorly. But Kentucky, after suffering 3 consecutive home losses for the first time in the history of Rupp Arena, I think they were maybe a little bit motivated for that one. But overall, I think Ole Miss has exceeded expectations. So while they might be while the record might be overstated, they certainly are an improved team. They play well on defense. They're not an elite defensive team, but they're good enough. Missouri's offense, of course, about average, maybe even a little below average, but Missouri's defense also about average or below average. But you put that all together and you got a below average team, and I think that's the problem. Ole Miss, Chris Beard recognizes the important parts of the game: playing defense, hitting your threes, 15th best 3-point shooting team in the nation. Hit your free throws, 74.2%. I mean, these are the important things that happen when you're a mediocre team and you want to become a good team. And also, pound the boards, put the effort in. I think Ole Miss just way better. I'm going to take Ole Miss here, and that's going to be my free pick. Of course, while you're doing your picks, putting your bets in, use our free betting tools at sportschatplace.com. 100% free, and they'll help put you on the most favorable bets on the board today.